So if you want that RX 7900 GRE experience, this is one of the best $1,200 to $1,300 gaming PCs with this GPU. The CPU, we're looking at either the Ryzen 5 7600 or the Ryzen 7 7700. Both really go for a competitive price as of now, with the 7600 being $200, while the 7700 is for $250 to $260. Now I'm more advocating towards the 7700 in terms of pure performance, while the 7600 is for value, but an 8-core 16-threaded CPU is more than enough for a PC like that if you're decided to play at 1440p gaming. And there's another option that I will recommend in the GPU department. So yeah, I will go with the 7700 if I want the absolute best performance, of course. The board we're looking at the Gigabyte B650M D3HP. It's got all the bells and whistles. It will support the next gen CPUs just fine. It's got 4 RAM slots. You can do RAM overclocking, RAM tuning. You can do CPU overclocking that will handle the 7800X3D or the next gen CPUs. The RAM we're looking at 32 gigabytes of DDR5 5200 MHz RAM, because we are actually able to do that for this PC. 32 gigs is more than enough for gaming as of now, or content creation or anything that you're actually doing. So yeah, it will really get the job done and you really cannot go wrong. While the SSD, we're looking at a 1TB Gen 4 SSD. It's got all the bells and whistles. It will support the board support that SSD just fine. It's got really fast boot up times and loading speeds from Kingston, and it goes for $60. While the GPU, and this is where really the debate is, you have the AMD RX 7900 GRE, but there was that huge thing when it came to this GPU that it's not that good at overclocking. So you have to do some searching when it comes to the models that you should get. There's the Powercolor Hellhound that's actually pretty good when it comes to the extra performance that you get from overclocking, but the absolute best GPU with the 7900 GRE that I wouldn't pick anything other than that one being the Sapphire, or any model of Sapphire 7900 GRE. It's proven to be one of the best when it comes to the performance. You'll find yourself having around 10 to 15% or even 20% more performance comparable to the 7800 XT stock. Compared to the 7900 XT, you're only looking at 15% less performance, or even 10. So the fact that you're getting that type of performance for $550 to $600 is actually insane in my opinion. But yeah, it's only if AMD didn't do that really stupid thing when it comes to artificial limiting of this GPU. But if you couldn't find these options in stock, I would just make the jump to the 7900 XT. The 7900 XT is still a great GPU in my opinion. It still gets the job done. It's a 20GB GPU. It's as fast as the 4070 Ti Super. I feel like it's okay to fit in a $1,200 to $1,300 budget PC, and this is the only reason for it to be existing, you know, comparable to the 4070 Ti Super, that you want to save more money and you don't care that much about ray tracing or anything other than the pure performance out of the PC. But yeah, the 16GB 20GB debate, in my opinion, I feel that it's that much, you know, necessary or useful as of now. Maybe in the future it will be, but yeah, the obvious choice for any GPU over the 7900 GRE for the sub $700 region, I feel like the 7900 XT really reigns supreme. In the case we're looking at the Montex Sky 2, this one goes for $80. It's got a really unique design. You can go with a black, white, or even blue color scheme. And the power supply, we're looking at a 700 watt 80 plus rated power supply. It depends on what you could find in stock, because again, this PC with any GPUs actually that you're going with, it wouldn't consume that much power even with overclocking. So I feel like 700 750 watts would really get the job done. So yeah, that's been it. If you like the video, press on the like button. If you want to see more reviews of that, can subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.